Caitlin Clark's intelligence will make Fever scary, says Candace Parker. As Caitlin Clark continues on her road to recovery, the Indiana Fever are surging up in the WNBA standings. A closely fought loss to the Los Angeles Sparks aside 5 straight wins have the team in peak form. They have one more game on the road before heading back home for the next 3 games. It is not known if the superstar point guard will be back by then, as her recovery is still not complete. At home, and then for one road game, the Fever will get the chance to continue their winning run. All 4 games are against the bottom 4 teams in the league. Win against all of them and the Fever could continue their march up the table. This form has some fans claiming that the team is better without Caitlin Clark. WNBA legend and 3-time champion Candace Parker was speaking with Aliyah Boston on their podcast Post Moves and took exception to these claims. Candace Parker is someone who used her intelligence to propel the defending champion Las Vegas Aces to be the best team until her injury. She believes Clark's intelligence and playmaking will help the Fever elevate as she will come back knowing what will work and what won't. Caitlin Clark might not return until the end of this month. Until the Indiana Fever return home, there will be no real update on Caitlin Clark's recovery. Once she is back at their base, the medical team will look into her recovery and then assess how long she needs to stay out. Considering that she is not doing anything other than conditioning drills, the Fever may keep her out until the end of this month. Their schedule is helping them to manage her recovery. Once the Fever are back, they will face off against 4 straight bottom feeder teams. Considering their current form, the current squad is enough to defeat those teams. Then they will play the Minnesota Lynx twice in a row. After that they face the Seattle Storm at home. By then Clark will have nearly 3 weeks of rest. That should be sufficient for her to get back into playing condition. After that game against the Storm, the Fever will again go on a road trip to face teams they haven't defeated recently. Those games will be a good litmus test for the 23-year-old to get a feel for the game. Then, in the closing stretch, games against the Chicago Sky, Washington Mystics, and the Lynx will be a good way to build her rhythm in time for the playoffs. Clark's Fever could wind up finishing second in the standings. The Indiana Fever are currently 5th in the standings. More importantly, they are just 2.5 games behind second-placed New York Liberty. Looking at their schedules, the Indianapolis-based squad has an easier run than the teams above them. If they can put together a string of wins, then there is a chance that the Fever could rise all the way up to second in the standings. It is still a long shot, considering the 3 teams above them are also playing for a higher seed. But it is possible, and would be the perfect way for Caitlin Clark to enter the playoffs. Unlike last year, a high seeding will make it easier for the Fever to get past the first round.